This is the story of BlackBerry and the two biggest things that you can do to instantly increase the leverage inside of your business. Now, I know that you're probably wondering, Stefan, where are you? And well, let me tell you, I'm in Europe. For those of you who didn't know, I was born in Europe. More specifically, I was born in Holland. And for the past 33 hours, I have had zero sleep. For context, I cannot sleep on the plane. And guess what I just did 2 hours ago, the second we touched down here in Europe? I went for a 5K run. Why? Why not? It's tough. It's difficult. So what? Anyways, let me tell you this story. Okay, so while I was on the plane, and for context, this is day, I think, 14 or 15. I don't know, the time zones are messed up, so I don't know what day it is of Project Seven Figures. But a quick little update on that. We booked, I think, 4 or 5 calls today, which is incredible. We're doing 2 call closes, so when we're hopping on the calls, we had on 3 calls today. One was unqualified, or I think 2 were unqualified. One was qualified, who we set up a second call with. So obviously those results will come in the future. I'll keep you guys up to date on that. But let me get into the story. And it's the BlackBerry story. For those of you who don't know what a BlackBerry is, search it up. And I'm not talking about the fruit BlackBerry. I'm talking about the BlackBerry phone. For those of you who are not old enough to understand this, way back before Apple was a thing, there was a bigger phone. There was actually a company better and bigger than Apple, and it was called BlackBerry. And while I was on the plane, this was a movie suggested to me that basically documented and showed the behind the scenes of BlackBerry. And 2 of the biggest things that I want to take away from this, okay, you can go watch the movie yourself. It's phenomenal. It's amazing. But 2 of the biggest things I want to share with you from that movie, from what I learned, is this. Number 1 is confidence. Now, I'm going to explain this in detail, and I know I've said this 1,000 times on this channel before, but every time I watch a video like this, it just reaffirms my belief that confidence is one of the most important things when it comes to business. For context, okay, there was these 2 nerdy tech guys who were starting at BlackBerry, but they didn't know how to sell. They had a great product, okay, but no marketing, no sales. They could not get customers. And so what is the best product in the world if you can't get it out in front of the people you want to and get them to buy? Well, it doesn't make any sense. And so they ended up finally partnering with this guy, Jim. Okay, his name is Jim. And this guy, the first thing he did is just dialed the company that just canceled on them and in SMMA terms, rebooked them in to basically have an onboarding call. Now, obviously, I'm really cutting this short for you guys. There's obviously a lot more detail into that. But the point is, he literally picked up the phone, dialed the guy, and was like, yo, what's up, motherfucker? I'm the CEO. Here's what you're going to do. You're going to listen to me. And he bitched him. And he did it with confidence. And as a result, he closed a deal for $1.6 million. Just like that. Now, granted, I know for some of you that might not think that's realistic. Whether or not that's a real story, I'm not sure. I didn't look into the integrity of this actual video. But the point is, acting with confidence, and I've seen this myself with my own agency, when I start acting and speaking with confidence and conviction, instantly everything skyrockets. Okay, your persuasiveness, you can literally name it. It will be better. Your persuasiveness, okay, your persuasiveness, your influence, your conviction, your sales ability, your conversation skills, everything will go up as a result of being more confident. And they'll trust you more, therefore the sale is more likely to go through, because trust isn't necessarily just like being friends with them. It's also how much do they trust you to get the job done. And if you're a confident person, they will inherently trust you more. So the more confident you are, the more trust they just inherently have. Now, let's move on. Okay, listen, go watch the movie. It's amazing. But let's move on to number 2. And that's product. Okay? Because ultimately, BlackBerry had one of the best products, and they made a fuck ton of money for a while. But then Apple came in. And Apple swooped them off the court just like that. Why? Apple's product was better. It was better in every aspect. In every single aspect, Apple's product was better. And so one of the biggest things I was thinking about was if you have the best product out there, granted you have to have good marketing, but if you have the best product out there, you will win in the long run. Right? If you have the actual best product, you will win in the long run, and it's not even close. It doesn't even come close. It's if you just genuinely have the best thing, all you got to do is just start getting people on it, get them to use it, show the results to the world, and be like, hey, look, here's what we do. Check it out. Boom. Right? As long as you are the best, man, you'll be making a ton of money. The problem is a lot of you guys are not even mediocre. You are not even average. You're just bad. Right? You just offer things that have absolutely no value. And so one of the things I'd recommend is how can you make your product or service more valuable to the people you're reaching out to make their lives better, and as a result, make them more money, and as a result of that, you make more money. and ultimately win the long game. Okay? So listen, I'm running on 33 hours of no sleep right now. I'm fucking tired. I don't even know how well my brain is functioning for this video, but I like to think that I've put out something of mediocre value. I understand today was not the best. Forgive me. I promise I'd post a YouTube video every single day regardless of how I feel. Well, today's a prime example of that. Doesn't matter. I'm still going to get the job done. But I hope that if you sat here with me for the last 5 minutes, you got... Now, I understand that you might not have like tangible value. Oh, right away I'm going to do this. But it's like a reaffirming of your mindset. Like, man, if your product is good and you're confident, you'll make a ton of money. Like, it's such a great combination. Having a good product and just being confident will make you a ton of money. A ton of money. So I highly encourage you guys to start being more confident, to start making your product better, okay, or service, whatever the case may be, and also do tough shit. Okay, like, listen, at the end of the day, the work's got to get done, right? The work has to get done. You got a list of shit that you got to do. The business has to grow. You got to do the work, right? So regardless of how you feel, you have to do the work. Did I want to go for a 5K? No. Did I want to record this YouTube video? No. Can you guys hear that? I don't know. Do I want to sit here for the next couple of hours and keep working despite the fact that I'm so tired? No, not at all. Will I? Yes. Why? Because the work has to get done. The work has to get done and somebody's got to do it. And if it ain't going to be you, then who's going to be? Your competition. And well, I mean, you know how that goes. Anyways, my friends, we're going to wrap up this video. I'll see you guys all tomorrow for another banger video in Holland. So stay tuned because we got some fucking good content coming soon. Just wait.